I filed a FOIA to get the names and
Of the
the
letter
prohibited
recipients.
practice of those. We got 10 companies. One was a CPA, 3 were PI attorneys, and the other 6 were property management companies.
Well, so it's interesting because at the time and previously we speculated that it was only going to be very large businesses that the FTC would go after because of their resource constraints. And these seem to be small businesses mostly, which is very interesting.
Right. Yes, they're typically multi-location businesses, but not huge. In other words, statewide PI firms, one in Lubbock, Texas, one in Sandy, Utah, one in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Okay, so what were they doing that got
So
them?
interestingly, each of them was a prohibited practice was providing a $50 gift card incentive to employees in exchange for each 5-star review obtained from family or friends who were not clients and had no actual experience with the firm. So all 3 were giving out $50 gift cards to employees to get friends and family who are not clients to leave reviews. It's interesting to me that all 3 of them were doing the same thing, which means that
With the same dollar amount, interestingly.
same dollar amount, it means it's likely some mastermind group suggested the idea and they all thought it was a good idea and did
It's
it.
probably Gay Sakalakis who's behind this, I suspect.
So they were given 5 days to respond to this back in December, and they had to provide um, a remediation plan, including how they were going to get the fake reviews down and what they were going to do in the future to prevent this from happening. And if that remediation was accepted, the FTC would spot check to make sure there weren't ongoing abuses, but that would be the end of the story. So in some ways, even though it is a less onerous for the FTC to do this, and the time frames are much quicker than under the previous guidelines, um, it's still a business that is doing this, gets caught, assuming they have their wits about them and can get the plan together in 5 days, where
Yeah, and
they
there's
say,
no consequences
there's
really.
virtually no consequence. The question I have, given how little the current FTC has publicized this, is whether there's really any disincentive for future law firms to not do
And
this.